A very good morning to each and everyone. How are you all? Okay, very good. My dear students, I hope all of you are ready with your literature workbook part 2. Please make sure about it. Can you hear me? Yes, okay, very good. So please make sure that you all are ready with your literature workbook part 2. I have already sent a message about it in the morning itself, right? Okay. Yeah. Today we will be starting with a new exercise, that is module number 7. Module number 7. For that I want all of you to be ready on page number 2. Page number 2. Did everybody get the right page? Yes, page number 2. English Literature Workbook, Part 2. Yes, who's calling me? Who called me just now? Yeah, a lot of disturbance is there. Karthik, I think Karthik is facing some kind of network issue. Karthik, what is the matter? Okay. I hope everybody is ready with page number 2. On page number 2? Yes. Okay, very good. So today the first exercise that we are going to do about is on meanings. Meanings. When we were doing the textual lessons, we have learnt the meanings of certain words which were a part of the story that we understood in the lesson, right? But today we are going to learn the meanings of specific words, but those words are used in our daily life, but may not be a part of any lesson that we have learnt till now. Alright, these are just general words which we use on a daily basis, almost on a daily basis, but sometimes we don't pay attention to their meanings. So today we will be understanding the meanings of such commonly used words. Are you ready to learn? Yes. Okay, good. Yeah. The first exercise that we are going to understand today is exercise 2.1. 2.1. One second. Okay. Exercise 2.1. As I have said just now, this exercise is about matching the words with their meanings. Matching the words with their meanings. Did you notice 2 columns? One column has numbers from 1 to 6, whereas the other column has letters from A to F. Did you notice? Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. Now I want page number 2. Page number 2.
Excuse me, ma'am.
Yes, what is it?
Which book?
Literature workbook. My dear students, please check the messages before entering the classroom. Okay? I have said this to you all many times. Half the year is completed. Why don't you get into the habit of doing it? You are in 2nd standard now. You must do all this. Check the messages regularly. Ask your parents to inform you about which book you have to take before you join for the session. Did everybody understand that? Okay, good. Now, I want Elvin to unmute. Elvin, unmute and read the first word. Try to read it on your own. Louder. Grow. G-R-O-W. Grow. Okay. Now tell me, Go through all the word meanings given in the second column and try to choose the correct meaning of the word grow. You all are growing children. Keep that in mind. You all are growing children. Go through all the options. Check whether they are right or not. Whether they go along with the meaning of the word grow, its usage or not.
I like
Sorry? A light wind. Is the meaning of grow a light wind?
No.
Elvin is a growing child. Keep that in mind and choose the meaning. Come on. Being good, loving and nice to others. That is a part of growing up, but that is not growing. Then check the other one. Come on, be fast. Remove your finger from there. I am not able to see your face. Yeah.
Bigger.
To become bigger. Is that happening to you now?
Yes.
You are growing. You are becoming bigger day by day. Right?
Yes.
Yes. So what is the meaning of grow? To become bigger. Very good. So let us match the first option grow to option C to become bigger. We have to check all the options that are given to us. See which one is apt for the word that is given. Then only we will be able to choose the correct answer. Okay? Yes. Thank you, Elvin. Ryan, unmute. Try the second word.
Wow.
Wash, not wash. 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 Repeat, repeat. Wash. Yes, that's better. Come on, try. Options A, B and C are already read by Elvin. Try the remaining. Read option D. Option D. Read option D. More than one. Option E. Clean with water or soap. Clean with water or soap. Have you seen your mother doing it? Clean with wash, clean with water and soap. What all does she wash with water and soap? Clothes. And what about the dishes? That also we use, right? Soap and water? Yes. So what is the name of that activity, Ryan? What is the name of that activity? What is it called? Louder? Yes. The meaning of wash is clean with water or soap. Wash means to clean with water or soap. Okay, very good, Ryan. Thank you. Angela, try the next one.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
Bring.
B-R-I-N-G. Bring.
Bring.
Read option F.
To get something from one place and take it to another place.
Yes. So when your parents tell you to bring something, what do you do? Angela, just imagine your mother is asking you, bring me a glass of water. What would you do? Imagine your mother is asking you, bring me a glass.
Yes.
Sorry? Tell me, what would you do?
I am going to
I will
go and take glass and
Pour some water into it. Pour some drinking water into it and
and
give it to your mother.
give my mother.
Yes. So what is that called? What is your mother telling you to do? Bring.
Go and take glass.
Go bring a glass of water, right? What was the instruction that your mother will give you? Please bring me a glass of water. And when she says this, you have to do this. What? You will go to the kitchen, take a glass, pour some drinking water into it and bring and give it to your mother. Won't you do that?
Yes.
Yes. So what is the meaning of bring? Read it once again.
To get something from one place
And
take it,
It
to,
to
another
another place. Isn't that what you did just now? You got a glass and water from the kitchen and took it to the hall or wherever your mother is sitting and gave it to her. Right? So the meaning of bring is
Yes.
to get something from one place and take it to another place. Okay, very good. Thank you, Angela.
Thank you.
Yeah, Shri Parvati, try the next one. Number 4. Unmute. Louder, I cannot hear you. I cannot hear you, sorry. It's okay, I'll come back to you later, okay? Bhuvana, try the 4th one. 4th one. Kind, not kind. Kind. Shri Parvati, next one I will give you. Bhuvana, kind. What is the meaning of kind? Yes. Not nice. Nice. N-I-C-E. Nice. Others. The meaning of kind is being good, loving and nice to others. Okay. There are some special categories to whom we must be very kind. Can you name a few examples? Whom all should we treat very kindly? Whom all should we treat very kindly? That is, in a very good way, in a loving way, in a very nice way. There are some people whom we should treat very kindly. Can you give me some examples of such people? Which people should we treat very kindly?
Mother,
Mother, okay. Then?
father, grandmother,
Yes. Okay. Then?
grandfather.
Okay. Not just our family members, my dear students. We must treat the elderly people. We must respect them. We must be very nice towards them. We must help our parents in taking care of them. You all are growing up now, so you should learn all these things slowly and gradually, doing little things. For example, bringing a glass of water, bringing the newspaper. We must be very kind and nice towards the elderly people, the old people, elderly people. Because, yes, Bhuvana, what did you say, Bhuvana? You take care of your mother? What did you say, my dear? I am not able to hear you, my dear. Anyway, did you understand the meaning of the word kind? Yes, to be good, to be loving and nice to others. Okay, we should also be very nice and kind towards the animals. Can they speak to us? Animals, can they speak to us? No. No. They cannot speak to us. But we need to understand their needs and take care of them in whatever way possible for us. Okay? At least we should not be rude or hit them, throw stones at them. We should never do that. Be kind to animals and loving towards them. Take care of them as far as we can. Alright, will you try to do all this? All these things are not only for reading, they are for learning and practicing also. We must practice them. Put it into practice. Okay? Yes, very good. Thank you, Bhuna. Yes, Shri Parvati, are you ready now? Unmute. Yeah. Read the next one, number 5. Yes, B-R-E-E-Z-E, breeze. Read it. A light wind, yes. A light wind. Breeze means a light wind. It will not be very strong. Sometimes when we are walking in the garden, we can feel a very light wind. A very light. It won't be very fast or very strong. Such light wind is called breeze. We will love it. We will just enjoy walking in that light wind. That light wind is called breeze. Breeze. Keep it in mind. Okay? Yes. Adityan, unmute. Try the 6th one. The last one. Adityan, I cannot hear you. Yeah. Many. M-A-N-Y. Many. Yeah. What is the meaning?
More than one.
Yes. More than one. The meaning of many is more than one. More than one is called many. It can be 6 or 7 or any number. I hope everybody is clear with these meanings, word meanings. These are words. See, we keep using these words, but sometimes we don't realize their meanings. So that is why I brought this exercise for you here today. These are words. We must understand their meaning and use them appropriately at the right places. Are you clear? Have you been able to mark the answers correctly? Yes. Okay, very good. Let's move to the next exercise. 2.2. 2.2. Ephron, unmute. Here in this exercise, we have to complete the synonyms for the following words. Synonyms. Synonyms is another word which is used for meanings. Synonyms. Okay? Synonyms is another word which is used for words having the similar meaning, same word meaning. Okay. Now I want Evelyn to unmute and read the first word and tell me its synonym or meaning. Read the word. First one. Evelyn, read it. R-I-G-H-T. Evelyn, unmute. What happened? Yeah, read it. I cannot hear you. R-I-G-H-T. Unmute. Yes. I cannot hear you still. You have given the right answer. Give me another word to be used as right. I'm sorry, I cannot hear. What happened to everybody's devices today? Okay, never try. Evelyn, I'll come back to you later. You check the speaker.
Right.
Right, yes, the word is right. Tell me the synonym for it.
Correct.
Yes, fantastic. Tell me the spelling.
C-O-R-R-E-C-T.
Yes, very good. C-O-R-R-E-C-T. Correct. When you give the correct answer, the teachers say, very good. Don't they? Correct answer. That means it's the right answer. Okay, thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Yeah, welcome. Yes, Efron. Read the second one. Louder. Yummy. Yes. Tell me another word which has the same meaning as the word yummy. Sorry? Delicious. You're right. But here the word is another word. Here the word being used is another word which has the same meaning as delicious or yummy. Think. It begins with the letter T. When your mother makes biryani, you say, the food is delicious. Or do you use another word there? The food is when you like the taste of something. Which is the word that you use there? When you like the taste of any particular dish. Taste. Think, I'm giving you a clue. Taste. The biryani is? Sorry? Tasty. Yes, now you got it. T-A-S-T-Y. Tasty has the same meaning as the word yummy or delicious. Okay, good, Efron. Yes, Dia. Try the next one. Number 3. The third one. I cannot hear you. S-I. Silent. Very good. Give me another word. One more time. Quiet. Very good. Spelling. I-E-T. Q-U-I-E-T. Quiet. Silent and quiet. What is the correct meaning of all this? Instead of giving the meaning in one word, can you explain it to me, dear? Try. Quiet. Silent. What is the meaning? What do these two words mean? Silent, quiet, we have understood. But what is it? You have to tell me. It's your turn. Sorry? I cannot hear you. Stop. Talking, yes. Don't make any noise. Don't make any noise. Be quiet, be silent means don't make any noise. Yes, very good, Dia. You explained it very well. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Evelyn, unmute. Try if your device is working now. Unmute. Yeah, yes, I can hear you now. Come on. Try the fourth one.
Tiny.
Tiny, yes. Tiny, see? Tiny. Yes. Spelling?
SMALL.
Yes. SMALL. Small. Tiny means very small. See? The house. The person is holding a small house in between two fingers. Just imagine how much would it be? Very small. So tiny means very small. Yes. Very good, Evelyn. Thank you. Nezia, unmute. Try the next one. I hope everybody is writing with me. Unmute, Nezia. Try again. Unmute. Nezia, try. Yes. Fifth one.
Forest.
Not forest. Forest, yes. Very good. Look at the image. Think of another word and let me know about it.
Jungle.
Very good. Spelling?
Jungle.
Fantastic. Jungle. Welcome, my dear. Yeah, welcome. Aldrina, unmute. Try the sixth one.
Yes, ma'am. Large.
Large. What does it mean? Give me another word that has the same meaning.
Big.
Sorry?
Big.
Big, yes. B-I-G, big. Large means big. B-I-G, big. Give me a sentence using the word big. Make a sentence, Alrina, using the word large or big. You can take help of the picture here. Make any sentence that you like.
Elephant.
Yes, the elephant
The elephant
is a
big.
big what? Animal. Yes, very good. The elephant is a big animal or is a large animal. Very good, Alrina. This way, once you understand the meaning of each word, you will know how and where to use them. Okay, so it is very important for us to understand the meanings of the words that we use. Then only we will learn to use them correctly. Okay, good. Everybody did very well. Let us move to the next one. Are you ready? Come on. Rudraksh. Exercise 4.2 is about a picture where 3 children are there and they are doing different activities. For that, I want all of you to be on page number 8. Page number 8. 4.2 on page number 8. Look at the picture given below, answer the questions based on the picture and complete the paragraph. Yes, Rudraksh, unmute. Read the first question and tell me the answer.
What is the girl on the
Left?
or picture?
Yes. What is the girl on the left? The girl on the left is this one. What is she using?
Brush.
Using to paint a picture. Brush and? Can she paint using only a brush? What else is she using? So how will we write this answer in a complete sentence? How will we use this, write this answer in a complete sentence? Yes, Rudraksh, try to tell me the sentence.
The girl
Hmm.
used to
The girl, it is specified. The girl on the which side? It is mentioned in the question. The girl on the left is using a brush. Only one is there, right? In her hand.
a brush to paint.
Yes, a brush. A brush and colors. Because, my dear students, she cannot paint using only brush. Do you agree with that? See, you can see colors are there near her. And she is using which color?
Yellow.
Yellow, yes. So the girl on the left is using a brush and colors to do what? To paint a picture. Very good. To paint a picture. You need to learn to frame complete sentences, okay? We must not write, we are growing up. You all are growing up. So, you must try to learn how to frame sentences. Good effort, Rudraksh. You have tried to answer very well. Good.
Thank you, ma'am.
Welcome. Hiba, try the second one. What is Hiba? Unmute. Yes. Second one. Hiba, read question number 2 on page number 8. What is? Louder, louder. What is the girl? With the paintbrush? Trying to paint. What is the girl with the paintbrush trying to paint? Give me the answer. About whom are we asking here? About the girl with the paintbrush. So we will start our answer using those words. The girl with the paintbrush, what is she doing? Is trying to paint the is trying to paint the sun. Look at the picture. What is she trying to paint? She is trying to paint the sun. S-U-N, sun. Okay, Hiba, good effort. Thank you. Daksha Ratish. Try the third one. Can you speak a bit louder? What is the matter? I don't understand. Read louder. Made clay. Made with the clay. Yes. Yeah. How many rolls has the boy made with the clay?
The boy
Yes, very good. We must start the answer using the words the boy has made
has made is the
how many rolls? Look at this picture. The boy, there is only one boy. How many rolls are there? Rolls. Five. Did you say five? Four, yes. Because the other one that is red in color or pink in color is a lump of clay. It's not a roll. So we need to count only the rolls. Those are 3 here on the floor and 1 in his hand. Rolls. These are the rolls. The other one is a lump of clay. 4 rolls, yes. Has made 4. F-O-U-R. 4 rolls with the clay. Yes, very good. The boy has made 4 rolls with the clay. Understand the difference between rolls and lump. Did you see the red one? Does it have any particular cylindrical shape? No, it does not, right? So we cannot call it a roll. We can just use the word lump for it. Lump. It's just a lump of clay, not a roll. Only these 4 will be called rolls. I'll give you some time to write down the answers and we will continue in the next class. I don't want to hurry. Did everybody get an idea how to frame the complete and correct sentences? See, I have just added 1 or 2 new words. The rest of the entire sentence is taken from the question itself. I am doing it this way to make it easier for you to learn and understand. Okay? So are you able to understand? We will keep practicing it. Then you will get used to framing complete sentences. Alright, my dear ones? I'll give you some time to write and I'll be sending the same notes in the group. So in case you have missed out something, you will be able to complete them. Barely some time is remaining. Try to write. And if you are not able to complete, you can try to write on your own. I have explained the way how to do it, right? So follow the instructions and try to do it on your own. And then when I send the notes, you can just check whether you have written it correctly or not. Alright? My dear students, it is time for me to wind up the session here. I hope all of you have been able to understand what we have learned today. Yes? Okay, very good. Thank you very much. See you in the next class. Bye-bye.